book that has just been born. Could everybody clap? On behalf of Alejandro Mujica-Olea, he's in Chile, and he sends his best to all of you. And with your permission, I wanted to read 2 poems, one of my own and one of Alejandro's.
Very nice.
So the one that I'm going to read is called The Jazz Poet. And we had a program here in the Heritage Grill with poetry and jazz. Actually, Kyle was there. Oh, they were so impressed with Kyle and Jackie. So if you can kind of picture the Heritage Grill out there, and you can kind of picture the music, the jazz music flowing and going to and fro. And then we have the jazz poet. The jazz poet perches on his stool at the Heritage Grill in New Westminster, toes tapping, contemplating the raw rhythm of the music, body shaking gently, moving to the syncopated words, joining the beat. Instruments playing, swaying, words dancing, propelled by the sound of his gravelly voice. Phrases freezing in the air, then crashing like shards of glass, glittering pieces on the barren floor. The jazz poet perches on his stool, verses spent, left with his bittersweet memories. He holds on, holding on, holding on. Thank you. Now I'll do one from Alejandro, and it's called Who Am I? And it seems very much like Alejandro.
Yeah.
I hope to do justice to it. I am a fisherman of ideas. I am a worker of poetry. I am a miner in the deep vein of thought. I am a farmer, sowing words. I am a gardener of flowered prayer. I am a policeman of grammatical law. I am a lawyer defending my right to have a mother and a father. I am an architect of creation and its structures. I am an engineer of the foundations of a good poem. I am the nurse for a poem about pain. I am simply Alejandro Mujica-Olea, poet. And I'll just read one more. And I just wanted to tell you, anybody is welcome to, we're at the New Westminster Public Library, the 4th Wednesday of every month. Yeah, 4th. And we start at 6:30. Sign up is 6:20. Candace graces us with her presence, and she was so helpful at our 2nd anniversary in New Westminster. Thank you, Candace. Really appreciate it. So I'm going to just read one more. And try to find it right now. I hate it when I can never find anything, but I'll do my best here. This is when, a little bit of quick background, I had polio severely in Mexico when I was studying to be a ballerina. And it was a shock because I went to bed not feeling well, and the next morning I woke up and there was no right side. And I had to learn how to walk again when everybody said it was impossible. So I used to joke with people because I'd fall down 4 times and stand up 1 time. And so I used to joke with people that I could teach falling down 101. But after we left Mexico, we went to Guatemala, and I was walking a lot better. I was so determined to walk. And so growing up in the country, I always wanted to walk around in the wilderness. So I would go out on adventures, even with the polio, and my mom and dad would be really worried about me. But this is something that happened when we were in Guatemala. Shrouded in mist, a Mayan ruin shrouded in wispy mist, amongst the living, vibrant jungle, containing a feast of life, the creepers, the crawlers, the flyers, and the four-footed ones, orchids delicately dancing on vines, swaying like ballerinas in a ritual dance, ancient pyramids, long untouched by human hands, prisoner of the jungle, surrounded by the tentacles of lush vegetation. At 14, I visited, placing my footprints in the earth, which for a brief moment were recorded, then disappeared forever in the ever-changing ground. In the air were expectations of surprise, excitement, disturbance, and a touch of fear. I reached out my arms to brace your essence of living stone, surrounded by the gray-white mist, swirling and floating lightly on the wind. I spoke, I am here. Silently, I left on graceful cat's feet, never to return, except in the jungle of my mind. Thank you so much.